Okay, wanted to do one on when we see something, some parabolas, and we might be asked, they want us to write a formula for it. Now, this isn't, I'm not going to use the root method way. I'll do a separate video. This is just basically a vertex sort of form one, okay? So when we're looking at vertex form, if you don't know the difference between standard form, vertex form, and roots, don't worry about it. But anyway, I'm looking at this one here to begin with, and I want to try and come up with an equation. So I know it's going to be y equals something. I'll switch to red pen. I worked out how to do the eraser. It's this one here. I wish I had known how to use the eraser earlier. I've been doing it without knowing where the eraser was. So y equals something. Okay, so I'm looking at this, and this is at plus. It's at plus 2 across. So I know it's going to be plus 2 at the end, because the constant part, remember, is shifts it across. I know there's going to be an x squared, but since it's gone up, then I know it's going to be, has to be minus x squared. There has to be a minus x first before it's squared. So minus 2 to shift it up the axis, and then squared, and then so this minus 2 shifts it up 2, and this plus 2 shifts, so instead of it being there, it shifts it across 2. So this whole thing goes up, from here. Normally it's like there, okay? It's gone up and across. That's made it go, change the y, opposite, plus 2, and this has made it go across the x-axis at plus 2. So this moves it across that way, okay? So I can look at that and I go, yep, there's a minus 2 because it's gone up 2, and there's a plus 2 across. So I can easily write that, okay? Now let's have a look at this one. Now let's work on this number at the end. Where's it moved? It's gone 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gone along negative 4. So there's going to be a negative 4 on the end. Let's do blue pen so it makes sense. So there's a negative 4 on the end. That is means it's supposed to be, it would be normally here, but it's moved across to the negative 4, okay? Now this, since it's gone down, it means it's moved down their y-axis. This is the y-axis, moved down. That means my x value has to have been added 2 to it. So if I go plus 2 to that, before I square it, that there will shift it down. So it'll move it down to negative 2 there at x at negative 4. So at negative 4 and negative 2, that's my bottom of my, the bottom of the, that's the minimum at the vertex corner. And so that is my formula there. Okay, easy peasy, eh? Real easy. Let's just do one on the fly. Let's see. Let's try one here. Across, one up. One across, one up. 2 across, 4 up. 1, 3. 2, 3, 4. About there. 2, 3, 4. About there. And 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. About there. And that means it's about, no points, about there. Okay, so let's just, that one there. Okay, so there's one there. Now, if I to write it, I need to say, okay, it's gone across the x-axis at plus 5. So the end, at the end, it's going to have plus 5. That is where it has gone along. My parabola has gone along the x-axis. Now it's gone up and down. It's moved down, so it's at minus 3. So that means it's opposite. So it's going to be plus 3, x plus 3, plus 3, and that squared, that moves it, instead of plus 3, it moves it down, minus 3. So at minus 3 and at 5, oh, should I actually do it around the other way? Oops. At 5, at minus 3, remember that one there gives you the y value, and the number on the end gives you the x value. X and y. So at 5, and then minus 3, that's the vertex point. So I can get it by looking the opposite number there. That gives me the y value, and the end value gives me the x value. Then I can plot the vertex, and then I can go across 1, up 1, across 2, up 4, across 3, up 9, etc. Now if I put a number in front, that will make it either steeper. So if I put a 2, let's do a 2, and I'll change the pen to a different colour, green. So my vertex is still the same at 5 and at minus 3. So my vertex is going to stay the same point, but now there's a 2 in front of it, which means instead of going across 1 and up 1, I go across 1 and up 2. So 1, 2, there's my second point. Okay, because it's twice as big. Across 1 and up 2. Instead of cross 1 and up 4, it's going to be up 8. So it's at minus 3, so it's going to be 5. And instead of across 3 and up 9, it's going to be twice that, so it's going to be 18, which is off the scale, so I can't do it. But see, it's sharper because I put a 2 in front of it. If I put in half, it is going to be fatter. Okay, if I made that into a half instead, it's going to be half the normal. It's going to be half the normal value. So there's the vertex point. There's the y, and there's the x. So there's my starting point. But at half means I go across 1 and only up half. Across 2, and instead of going up 4, I'm going to go up 2. Okay, so it makes it fatter. Okay, hopefully you can read, so you can start seeing how you can read the graphs and plot them. If I plot them and write them, and what that number in front does to it. Okay, yeah, I hope that's starting to make sense.